Morning, guys. Welcome to our coffee chat. It's another beautiful day out here. Just gorgeous. Weather's sunny, not super hot. Beautiful. So, guys, I was reading an article this morning that Hodlnaut is, and I haven't heard a whole lot about this, so maybe a lot of you guys don't know either, but this is a DeFi platform, and they have now suspended withdrawals, token swaps, deposits, and all this kind of stuff with the promise that, oh, we're going to secure everyone's assets. But meanwhile, they're out there talking to lawyers about how they can do this and all this kind of stuff. So it seems like here's another DeFi platform, here's another Celsius, here's another Voyager that is in trouble and freezing individuals' accounts, not letting them, withdraw anything. And for me, guys, I think this is like probably one of the most devious type things that I see a lot of these DeFi platforms doing is there's no forenotice. There's not even a hint that, hey, we're struggling a little bit here, nothing like that. All of a sudden, boom, your assets are frozen and there's not even a chance for a quote unquote bank run to get them out. And yet, excuse me, a lot of the insiders in these so-called projects, wow, they get their assets off. They seem to be able to pull their stuff off. Look at this whole Terra Luna thing. That's another thing that I find quite amazing. So here you've got Mike Novogratz. Now, I'm not saying he's done anything wrong or anything like that, but it just, I don't know, like something just bugs me about it. Here's you got this guy, Mike Novogratz, massive investor in Terra Luna. And he's even got it so psyched on this that he gets it tattooed right onto his body, man. Permanent markings. And then turns around and just so happens to be absolutely the best luck you could ever imagine to pull the majority of his stake in Luna out before the whole system literally collapses into a massive death spiral and most everybody gets crushed. But this guy gets his major position out before the whole thing goes down the tubes. I find that quite fascinating, quite phenomenal. I'm sure there's a story in there somewhere, but I don't know. I would like to know, though, how many of you guys have got caught up in any of these DeFi platforms where you're not able to get your stuff off, like Celsius and like Voyager? I have a good friend of mine who put his stuff on Voyager, and yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it off anytime soon. And even if he does put a claim in, what's he going to get back from it? And then you got folks like FTX turning around saying, oh, we'll give you pennies on the dollar. It's better to go with a bird in the hand than one on the wire kind of deal, which would really provide a lot of insecurity to these guys, because I'd be thinking, well, gee, am I going to get anything at all out of this? And they're actually they're profiting on the anxiety and the uncertainty of these guys that had their funds in there and saying, oh, okay, well, I'll give you 10 cents on the dollar right now. You can take that. And I guess a lot of people will probably take it because, whole thing of having a little bit better than nothing at all. But for me, I think it's kind of like dastardly to come in and swoop in to do that, when this should probably go through a trustee. And in my view, these little guys should be the ones that are getting paid out first, not the big bags. But I don't know what's happening. It doesn't seem to be that that's happening. But I would like to know if you have any comments about people you might know, or maybe even yourself, where you got tagged in one of these situations. It'd be interesting to hear. And my heart goes out to you, truly, because, the promise was, hey, double-digit rewards, all these yields, secure as can be, da-da-da-da. I mean, you were really sold a bill of goods when you went into these things. And in part, it's not all your fault. Now, yeah, we have to take some responsibility, because when you're, giving out the yields that some of these guys were given, it's almost too good to be true. And usually if it's too good to be true, there's usually some vulnerability there. And for me, I kind of stay, a little bit away from that. And this is another important reason, guys, that you should have your tokens, in my view anyway, on a cold storage device. I'm not trying to sow any insecurity there. It's just more security, at least for me anyway. Now, my Cardano, I have it on my Nano, but I do have a stake to a stake pool. and I can earn a yield through my Ledger Nano X, having it there, and my assets are not locked in. They're not in somebody else's platform where they hold the keys and I don't have access and can get logged out. So guys, I thought I'd just bring that one up and just see what everyone thinks and what they have to say about it, but those are kind of my thoughts. Anyway, have a great day. I'm going to see you later this afternoon on a regularly released video, and until then, enjoy and take care.